Bitches that niggas need me, but I get possessive over shit I love so easy. Everybody getting money, shout to EDD, so you should leave out different than how you enter quarantine. Look at everything I got. How could I ever want more? Look at everything I had to learn to let it go. I didn't wanna make sense of it, but I had to. Tell me when I lose it, that's when I know the see. Walking through the valley of the field, do I want the spirit or material?
Peace, unity, and love from a God sent nigga. Paying tithes out the offerings that God sent the nigga. Look, living by the good book, at least I'm trying to. Love life on God, I been trying to. I been from the game, couple decades, chunking up sietes, repping my siete. I done live life and learn my lessons. Earn my stripes and earn my blessings. Roll the dice, boss up, pay the price, nigga. Don't forget your homies lock, send a kite, nigga. Getting money whether wrong goes right, nigga. That's the lifestyle I live. I don't spit it, I ain't live it. Never fiction in my writtens. When it come to real niggas, I'm the definition. Look, making plays in the kitchen, in the back of the buildings with my niggas on the mission, trying to get it, ayy.
Look at everything I got. How could I ever want more? Look at everything I had to learn to let it go. I didn't wanna make sense of it, but I had to. Told me when I lose it, that's when I know the value. Walking through the valley of the field of war. Do I want the spirit or material? All my life I sacrifice. Get rid of devices and my vices. Forgive a bitch nigga, that's good advice. But it's ripping through my spirit and I need to make it right. Forgive me, Lord, for acting like a man again. Peace be still like a mannequin. Keep quiet, cause I never understand this shit. Wrist deep in the holy water, rinsing my hands. If I could rewind time, I keep my dick in my pants. We all cursed till we dead. Read St. Thomas, it's all red. That means Jesus wrote it, he the most high. I'm a close eye, listen to my old stuff, you might know sign. Is it ironic that I pray in my closet? And thank God for everything but my wallet. Started to develop myself and got grateful. And through it all, I learned that he's able. Amen. 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 I learned that amen mean truth, by the way. Amen. I did you wrong, I gotta live with that forever, baby. When you coming home, it really seemed like it's a never. Didn't miss you till you gone. When you around, my days are better. Can't believe we really done before we hit another level. I really could've played my cards right. I can't forget the good time. Same reason you gone, the reason we should be together. Since you left me here alone, the distance make our hearts grow better. I'm writing you this letter, I don't know if it's gon' reach. Open it up, Facebook, everything you read.
Twitter, Twitch.
My feelings down and been acting like I don't need you. I really hope that you write back, cause I'm writing you this letter, I don't know if it's gon' reach. Open it up, feeling everything you read. Then my feelings down and been acting like I don't need you. I really hope that you write back, cause I'm just way concerned. Just know I'm burning for your love. Just know I'm yearning for your touch. Baby, I miss you. To who this may concern, you got me burning for your love. You got me yearning for your love. Baby, I miss you all. To who this may.
Hey yo, LA, we back outside. 20. I see ya. And bring me some oxygen.
Bring me some oxygen is kind of crazy. Bring me some oxygen is
like
kind of crazy.
Bring me that.
If you know where you at, welcome to Flip Back. God Talk Live. I'm your host, Shine of God Radio. Sean August, Haitian sensation, R&B sensation. Real nigga blues in your pocket right now. Of course, SeanAugust.com is available for you to click on right now. But fuck all that. To the left of me, on the pulpit.
What's up? It's your girl Nico, founder, Education is Key, host, and entertainer with a purpose.
We can touch the sky. We win. 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 No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You know this? It won't work.
No weapon formed against me will prosper. No, it won't work.
Okay.
Yes, I know a little bit.
It's vibing.
Period.
Your girl Nico's on the pulpit, man.
Come on.
Let's go ahead and
I'm in
get
here.
straight into it. Let's not hesitate. Not a second longer. Are you a praying woman?
Yes, I am. I am a praying woman, but I will be honest. I wouldn't say like I pray every step of the day, but I definitely do talk to God. I do talk to God.
I'm going to ask you to talk to God right now. If you can, thank him for something and ask him for something. Y'all bow your heads.
All right. Well, I want to say thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for my family, for my love, my tribe, the support I get, and for the groundedness that I have in my spirit and my gratitude. I ask that you continue to protect and cover, all my loved ones, my peers, Sean, God Talk, keep us favored and highly blessed. And, and I'm asking for a breakthrough too, God. Amen.
Make sure I got my...
I love this.
I just wanted to make sure I got my organ.
Come on, I was going to get the organs. Preach, preacher.
I just want to make sure I'm good.
Look
All
at your
right,
neighbor.
man. Let me get high. Excuse me. Pardon me. Just let me do my thing over here.
It's your way you get closer to
do my
God.
thing. I'm close. You feel me? Who the fuck is Nico?
Okay, so Nico is, like I said, a host and entertainer with a purpose. I'm from Los Angeles, California. I did go to college, graduated from UC Santa Barbara, okay, first generation college graduate. I am also the founder of Education is Key. As you can see, I keep the big pink key with me. If you know, you know, okay? They say I got the key to the city, I'm just saying. But with Education is Key, we fundraise money for scholarships for inner city students of Los Angeles. Granted, I'm from LA, so this is where I'm going to start, but the goal is definitely to scale and be able to target, inner cities around the nation, around the world, of course. And we also produce community events, and we also do mentorship programs. We actually have a community event, our annual, coming up next Saturday. We're going to get into, I already know. But we working, we out here with intention and purpose. It's bigger than entertainment,
All right, let's unpack, okay?
Okay.
The first thing you said was purpose. Mm-hmm. What is your purpose? Can you define that for me?
What's crazy is this question, I feel like I don't have the full complete answer yet. I feel like I'm still getting there, but for the most part, I can't say my purpose is literally to just be a light and love. I feel like I embody that. It goes without saying. I never have to work to be that. It just is what it is, and I like that impact. That I have on people that come around me. That just it's not about who I am in the name. It's really what they feel from me, what they get when they're around me, and from my work that I put out into the universe too. So I just think that my purpose is to be a light and love and help put that into the world. Preach. Look at your neighbor, say neighbor.
Somebody.
Okay.
All right. So let's get into this origin. Mm-hmm. When did you transition from, I guess, living for yourself and then wanting to share that self with the community? Got you.
That's a great question. I would say, first of all, I'm gonna try and keep it brief because I kind of I could run it. But I know growing up, I always was just like, oh, I'm a superstar. I'm gonna be a superstar. My name in lights. I'm gonna be a famous actress. That's just what it was. I'm popping. I'm gonna be the center of attention. But honestly, really, I want to say when I got into college, you know, I got exposed to certain mentors, friends, conversations, and then of course from the studies that I was able to take, I just was realizing, like, you know, it's more to life, you know, than entertainment and just, you know, being in the spotlight, being cool and being popular or whatever the case. It's like, what is the impact? And then also, what is the legacy I want to leave behind that can outlive me, you know? So definitely realized and knew the privilege that I had of being, you know, in college and being at a university coming from where I come from. And it was just like, okay, I know that there's other, you know, youth just like me with the same, you know, thoughts, the same background or whatever. But sometimes we tend to count ourselves out and we feel like, you know, we're not able or capable or valuable or worthy because of our circumstance or, you know, our origin. But it's like, no, like we can show up for ourselves. We can do it. I did it. And I'm going to let you know you could do it. And so then that's when I was thinking about like, okay, how do I want to pay it forward, you know, beyond after college? And I was like, I'm going to do a nonprofit. I didn't know nothing much about nonprofit besides to me, it was like, you doing free work, you know, so I'm going to have my nonprofit. Boom. And then after I graduated, I had started to get a name for myself as an entertainer in the city. And I was just like, okay, now that I got my name out there, I'm working, I'm hosting all this and that. What can I have that's mine? Like, you know, like that's Nico's brand and, you know, and her movement, like, you know, instead of just who she's collaborating with. And that's when I was like, well, I'm going to go back to the nonprofit side of things and I must figure out how to integrate both what I do in entertainment and then in the community. And then I came up with Education is Key, got out there and just, you know, raised some money. And I started in 1 year, like, you know, I was able to give out 5 scholarships and I was like, all right, yeah, it's up. We're going to keep it going now. Now it's like, ain't no turning back now. So I just been committed to, you know, doing that every year since 2019. And yeah, so I guess like college time, I want to say I really got tuned in, like, hold on, you know, life is more than just being seen, you know.
And you say you graduated from Santa Barbara?
Yeah, UC Santa Barbara. Mm-hmm.
It's always a good flex.
Yeah, you know, just a little something.
Achieving that commitment for sure.
Thank you.
And around this time, you said entertainment. You started hosting as well in college, or?
Yeah. Right. So that really started, I want to say like my sophomore year, I'll say like my sophomore summer, probably going into my junior year. But basically it was like, okay, when I was in college, I knew that I was interested in like entertainment, whether it be radio, broadcast, whatever. And so I was like, okay, I knew I had to do internships. But the process with getting internships, it was just frustrating because I was just like, y'all asking for so much and I'm trying to learn this stuff. Like, how am I going to come into an internship with all of these qualifications? And it's like, I'm trying to get to that. But whatever the case, you know. So I was just like, well, during the summers, I'm going to go home. You feel me? And while I'm home, I'm a network. I'm a, you know, elbow to elbow, who right next to me, who doing something. So, you know, my cousin was the one that connected me with Holla from Tough Crowd. He had a radio podcast situation going on The Social Hour. I think that's what the podcast or the network was called at the time. Everybody had a little podcast on The Social Hour at one point. So I remember I linked up with him. He invited me to like guest host on the show. And then it basically opened up the window of me doing radio for a second. So I was putting that out there on my social media. I was also putting out other content, like, you remember Dub Smash? I don't know if you remember that, but it was just like it was a app where you know, it was remaking videos of like certain movie scenes, whatever. So it was like I was doing stuff like that and posting content. So it was like to show my personality. And then like people actually started to reach out, you know, about it. And then I'm gonna just fast forward to when Reason, he had one of his first pop-up shops. This is when he was starting his music career and, you know, journey. And he invited me to host. And so at the time I'm thinking like, oh, okay, yeah, like give me my little flyer. I'll send you a picture, get in free, you know. That's what I'm thinking it is. And then the night before he like, oh yeah, so you good? You know what you gonna say? And I was like, huh?
Say what?
Yeah, what you mean say?
Pulling up.
Yeah. It's all. And he was like, yeah, you hosting. I was like, oh, I'm hosting like that kind.
Master of ceremonies.
Yeah, like you know, okay. I like that master of ceremonies. You funny. Okay, so I'm like, all right, boom. But for me, like I'm a sink or swim type of person. I'm always throw myself in an environment, and it's just like if it land and stick, keep it going. If it don't, all right, well, you try. You know, like fuck it. So I knew this was entertainment, something I wanted to do. So I was just like, yeah, like yep, I'm ready. Like all right, boom, this and that. Got my little notes of what I needed to know, and then I just went up there, naturally did it. I got the right response, so I was just like, okay. I got
the
something
right
here.
response though, like some.
Oh, you were great. You were amazing. I had a good time. I like your energy. You know, you kept it like, you know, like just that kind of feedback from the audience. And sometimes it'll be elders. It don't even be just young people. It'll be like grown people. So I'm like, if I could reach the grown folks, you know, then I got this. Like, hold on. And I could reach the young folks too, because that is a big challenge. But, you know, I always get all ages that definitely show me love and let me know, like, you doing it right. Keep doing it. I like what you're doing. So I was just like, all right. And I didn't even really, not like that, but I didn't have to work hard for that. It wasn't something I had to like be up all night studying, memorize. It was like, just be yourself, you know, feel it, give it. And, you know, and then I was thinking about what I watched on TV. You know, I watched BT Awards and stuff, you know, take a little dose from that.
BT Awards is hilarious.
You know, but come on now. Like the biggest night in culture.
Come on now. Come on, that's for us. I thought it was the EBT Awards. My fault.
Yeah.
I'm done.
It's you too hot to God right now. You got to come down a little bit right here. No, just like,
that's for us, Black Entertainment Television. That's
yes, Black excellence, all of that. But so when that opened, boom, more opportunities start to come up for hosting stuff, and I was taking them, and I'm saying yes to everything, left and right. So it was like it became a thing where people were like, damn, like I see you everywhere, you doing everything. I'm like, I'm out here, I'm trying to you know build, I'm trying to show y'all, you feel me? Like I ain't trying to talk about it, I'm trying to be about it. So you know, once that took off, it's been up since, and got into the interview, like the correspondent side of things, red carpet, you know, live show, all of that stuff. I was going for it. So I'm like,
you funny?
You know what? Okay, so I don't consider myself a comedian, but I am silly. Like I'm goofy. Like especially when I'm with guys. Like I feel like I'm a girl that could like, you know, make a nigga laugh him out his drawers. Oh, I should. That is just so. My goodness. I am. Oh my god. Like I'm just trying to. Kids ignore that, but yeah, like you know, like I'm silly. Like we can laugh.
You have to have a little element when you hosting. You gotta have a little.
It definitely gives like comedian stand up a little bit. Like when you have those pockets to like, you don't know how to get the gauge. Gauge the audience to like, you know, and that's just my way of also. It makes me comfortable when I make the audience comfortable. Like when they loosen up, I'm like, all right, whew, okay, yeah, loosen up, y'all, because we're gonna have a time, and that makes me nervous when everybody just so like, you know, too cool. It's like, no, we all human. We here to have a good time. You came out, you feel me? Like, why be a wallflower?
Would you bust down a comedy set? Like
I don't,
a 5-minute set. Like, would you just?
I honestly would need somebody to write it for me or something.
Nah, hell no, you
like,
can't do that.
Like, oh my gosh, like, yes, I need somebody to do it because I just feel like, you know, it's in me, right? And it's like I could be silly, but I feel like something like that, like, all right, do your set right now, like it's not gonna hit. It's just like you gotta be around me. We just gotta have these moments, and then sometimes I say some funny shit or do something goofy, but
not a set.
Yeah, like I could do a skit. Not a stand-up set, but like a funny skit. You need me to be a funny character, funny role. I could do that.
What about like host a comedy? You know, like sometimes when you host a comedy, you kind of
a couple. I could probably do it, but I could probably do it. I can't lie, because I kind of got that vibe anyways with anything I host. But I probably would be asking, like, can somebody send me some notes on some funny stuff, like
nigga, what happened today, nigga?
Yeah, like, give me something.
All like funny just a little bit, like the personality. I feel it just a little bit.
You feel me? So that's why I was like, you got to just be around me. We just got to converse, and you gonna get some moments where like, okay, she's.
Thank God you didn't say conversate.
Yeah, but I do say that sometimes. Like have a conversation or converse, you know.
Hey, I was conversating like,
I do say that, I ain't gonna lie, but it's cool. You can check me though. Listen, hey, education is key, so we gotta do it right if we gonna do it.
Perfect segue. What and why is education key?
Education is key because as cliche as they say, I mean, as it is, it's like that is your power. You know, and what education is key, it's really like, it's bigger than scholarships. And that's what I always, you know, try to explain is that it's bigger than scholarships. It's really a message and a movement to the community to be educated because first of all, education goes beyond the classroom. You're not only an educated person if you went to school. You have libraries, you have the internet now, you have mentors, you have books. Like, you know, you have other ways to learn. It's just make sure that you're doing that because every day you learn something new. And after college, after high school, the educating part do not stop. You still have to keep educating yourself on whatever field you want to go into, financial literacy, raising a family. Like, it just could get, you know, as small and as big as it is. Like, you always have to keep learning. So, you know, it's just key that you keep your brain stimulated, keep it moving, keep growing. That's how you be progressive. progressive. That's how you keep up, and evolve, because things change. You feel me? You will get left behind. So you just want to be like, you want to keep education in your routine. Like, and don't sleep on that. It's not, you feel me? Like, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And we're not just talking about degrees. Like, it's
all ages welcome.
It's an all age message. This is not for the youth. That's why I say the community, all ages, for your mama, your daddy, your grandparents, your uncles, because it's for all of y'all. That's why even with my scholarships, the ages can range from, as I've given out scholarships as young as 8 years old, and as old as like 30 some years old, because these are people that apply, but that's like the oldest that I've had apply. But you still in school, sometimes after 30. So,
I got so many questions on this. But before we go to that, what is Education is Key? I know you created a company from this, right? Or is it a nonprofit?
Yeah, it's a nonprofit. Okay. We are 501c3 tax exempt. So what that means is when you donate, clap it up, baby, clap it up, because I had to do the paperwork to get that, all right? We doing real business. I ain't shortcutting it, okay? But that means that when you donate, I could go ahead and give you that donation receipt, and you go ahead and write that up on your taxes. We are a real, nonprofit. I got y'all, But yeah, so it is a nonprofit, and like I said, it's also a message and a movement to the community. And how I kind of exemplify that is through campaigning and content to try and keep, pushing that message. But yeah, just nonprofit.
Understanding that education is key, and also understanding the video game epidemic that's going on right now. What's a message that you deliver to parents in this situation to kind of, for lack of vocabulary, pry those kids away from the video games and get them into more educational material?
That's great. Okay, so boom, that's why we outside. Like I said, we're gonna get into that. But I come from a household, where a mother, she was intentional about my future and about, my time. So the toys that I got toys now, but she definitely had the leapfrog toys in the mix. I had my math, my spelling ones, all that stuff. So it's just like, as a parent, if you're going to have a kid, you got to be intentional about, what you're allowing your kid to consume, to be around, to engage with. So I don't think it's wrong to have video games, but okay, you need to manage either a schedule or some kind of boundaries with that video game situation, because right now, like I said, times is changing, and there's a lot of successful, wealthy video gamers out there, and it's a lot of like lanes that you can take it. You can learn how to create your own video game, learn how to code, and then of course be a gamer that gets paid for playing the games too. So it's some perks in there, but you always want to find a healthy balance to where it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't dumb them down. Like, it doesn't affect their social skills. It doesn't affect their health. Like we want kids to be active, play outside. Like we come from the generation where we was outside. So how y'all not putting that on y'all kids? Like, make them go ride them bikes, play tag, So I think like a parent should be intentional about what schedule they have for their child, and the amount of technology they allow them to consume, or at least how they consume it too. I think that teaching, the kids how to be responsible with this tech stuff is very key. And that's like one of the things I intend to add into like my mentorship program, is teaching kids how to manage social media, video games, like technology, to where it ain't the negative side of things, like, that comes with it. But I'm gonna just stop right there so I don't keep rambling.
Let's take a quick break. And we're going to be outside, man. I'm happy to have, of course, Nico here. We got Keish over here in the audience.
What up, Keish?
Shout out to Keish. All right, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Ayo, LA. We back outside. July 20th. I'll see ya. And bring me some oxygen.
Whose idea was that, man? Whose idea was that?
So, okay. So really, truthfully, it honestly was my friend. She's one of the partners that's a part of this event, but her name is Sydney.
Shout out to Sydney, man.
Shout out to Sydney, my silly friend. She was like, "Hey, like, we should do she was like, we should do a video or whatever." And I think she was the one that brought up like Scary Movie, because I was like, "Oh, I want to do it like that little scene when they was messing with the basketball." So I'm like, "Let's run that. Let's bring it." And then I was just like, "Oh, we got football." I'm like, "We gonna just have fun with it and make something for We Outside." So
see, now I'm a little bit upset because you said Scary Movie, bro. Like,
yeah, why? What did I say wrong?
No, you said it right. But where did Scary Movie get that from?
Oh, from the didn't they get it from the little N1 ad or something? Or Nike?
Okay, you cleaned it up, okay? You cleaned it up, okay?
Like, Nike or N1? It was
definitely Nike. It was Nike.
But see, this is why I said this is funny, because I'm like, I got a dang on annual event that supports sports and athletics, and I don't like sports is not my lane. Like, it's not my lane, but I'm like, I know, ain't that so crazy? But I do like to play and have fun, and so I got a team that know what's going on. Yeah, I got a team that's what I say. Y'all got all of this, set us up, make it sound right. But if I stumble, just give me grace, because this is not my lane. But we're gonna have fun though.
I guess that was cute. I guess.
Whatever.
I guess that was cute. I guess. So We Outside, July 20th.
July 20th, next Saturday, okay? All right, let's talk about it. So this will be our third time doing this, third annual. Woo, going strong, y'all, okay? We going strong. So basically, this is a community event that supports health and wellness, sports and athletics, and just, a space, again, to bring the community out, have fun, be together, engage, all that good stuff. And then, of course, provide resource opportunities, scholarship opportunities. This event really stemmed from the idea of me and Sydney. She was like, she wanted to do a turkey bowl, like, type of event with the football thing. And then I was saying, like, I've been wanting to do a charity basketball game and get, like, celebrities or whatever. And then this would be a way that we could fundraise money for scholarships. Now, it ended up turning into We Outside, though, because I was like, well, let's do everything. You feel me? Why not make it a day of just all this stuff out for everybody to come and play? And then, make it even a bigger thing. But I do focus on scholarship, athletic scholarships for this event specifically. So I was able to add that in my repertoire of scholarships that I give out throughout the year. So I'm like, boom, we got We Outside. And then what's so cool about it, too, is that my original or initial idea when it came to Education is Key was to host a festival annually, like a big festival in the city, and that will be my way to fundraise for the year and do my scholarships for that year. So that was the idea. Then I learned what it takes to put on a festival. I said, okay, we're going to start with a little campaign, okay? And we're going to do this. But I'm just saying, like, this We Outside event, I see the potential of this actually possibly in the longer run becoming my festival event. Like, it definitely has a potential to grow. I like where it's at right now. So I'm kind of excited for that. Like, I like how God works. So I'm like, I continue to do my part and he continue to make it make sense. So that's God talk for you, okay? Like I said, look at your neighbor. Say neighbor.
Let's bust it down.
Okay.
Health and wellness.
Yep.
Why do you prioritize that?
Because health is wealth, okay? Like, we want to live, and while we're living and we're getting older, we want to still be able to do what we could do when we was teenagers. Like, I don't want to be able to only have been able to run a mile when I was young. Like, I want to continue to be able to do that. I want to look good. I want to feel good. It definitely makes a difference. I've been big and I've been small, so I know the difference.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Okay, I was pushing close to 200 at one point.
Weight up in here. Come on,
okay?
hallelujah.
Okay,
hallelujah.
listen, let's go. Let's go, because it just adds to your confidence, your self-esteem. It adds to your well-being. You feel me? A good mental state. It's good all around, So I think health and wellness is very important. There's a lot going on in the world that they put out here. There's a lot of poison in the world, So I think it's also important to focus on the foods that we eat. I think that makes a big difference, because there's people out here living to 100 years old, and I'm sure a lot of the reason is because of what
Pepsi, smoking cigarettes and shit.
Some people. I don't know what that's about. I'm like, you just a different breed, or you lucked up before the general masses drink your water, okay? Drink your smoothies, your gingers, your probiotics. You know, eat your vegetables, and it don't have to be a all vegan
Let's take a
diet.
shot. Let's take a shot.
Ve-
Let's take a shot. Where you at?
we gonna take a shot.
Let's take a shot, man.
Get a shot of water, everybody. Get your water.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Outside.
Cheers till we
We
outside.
outside, man. Get your water.
Cheers
at
to
home,
God
man.
talk.
Come on now. Shot o'clock.
Y'all see the degrees outside, okay? Y'all see what's going on outside of LA. The weather machine is acting accordingly right now. We is in July, baby. It is summertime.
Like, I was
What?
because I'm a father and I be outside
go.
in dad mode
Let's go.
and I be looking at the mom bots. I
Okay.
be like,
The
some of
mom
these
bots?
people like they let themselves go.
Mom?
You know what I'm saying? Because you only get one. So it's like the mom bods is crazy. So I tell my homegirls, like, look, you only get one. And you don't want to be dropping your kids off.
Hey, you know what's crazier? Is the mom bods that don't got kids. That's why I help. That's
Oh,
why.
fuck. I didn't mean to
This is
applause
why-
that.
Hey, this is why health is important, okay? Because, baby, you should not be looking like that if you ain't even got no kids, you know? But also, like, let me stop joking. I understand, too, that a lot of people, we have certain things that we go through in life. Health issues, stress, whatever. And all that does, play a toll or take a toll on people's, weight. So, if you are going through something, don't mind me. I'm really this is all fun and games. I'm just joking. But I don't want nobody to be like, you got me messed up. Like, I was going through this and that. Like, whatever. Like, I don't want to trigger nobody. But, health is wealth, y'all. Take care of yourself. It's important. I've been there. I understand. I'm with you. Just know I'm with you. I'm not better than you. I'm not above you. I'm right here with you, baby. Okay? So I got this water. Been doing my little YouTube workouts. Okay? And I balanced it out a little bit because I don't eat good all the time. But I still get my veggies and stuff in. Balance, baby.
Better than me.
Life is about balance. But see, you a daddy. Kids, I feel like if I had a kid, I ain't got no kids, y'all. Woo, who knows what I'll be looking like if I had kids, because, God, dang, that's a lot of work.
It is. And I did leave us out. We have to work out. We have to, everybody, you better be doing something 1 day, 2 days, 3 days minimum. Yeah.
Because the dudes with the mama bods eat, too. It's niggas out there with a mama body. So we see you, too. I don't want to see no hips on my man. I don't. I don't like that. I don't like a hippie man.
Foul. That felt foul. I don't want no hips.
I don't want no hips on my man,
on my
okay?
man.
You better run. Do your squats.
We got to.
We got to,
we
for
have
real.
to.
All jokes aside,
Because
it's not a game.
I was just talking with the homie and the word coasting came up and it hasn't really left my spirit. Like, I just feel like some of us can get way too comfortable in just existing in our routine. You know what I mean? What say you?
Okay, wait, say that one more time.
I feel like we get too comfortable just existing sometimes.
Yeah.
And like, what's your opinion on that? How do you feel about that kind of being a thing, a temperature right now, and what can we do to kind of change it?
It's crazy. I had that thought recently too, about like basically coasting, because I was just thinking like, dang, like life, you could get in a routine to where it can become boring. Like, you got to spice it up. Like, you got to get in control sometimes, because I think it's important to flow. Don't be too anxious about things. Like, literally let the universe do its thing and just do your part. But if you get to a routine that kind of keeps you at a place of not growing, you got to interrupt that. You got to disrupt it.
Well
Disrupt it and add in, some new things. Keep it spicy. Just like you need to keep it spicy in relationships, you got to keep it spicy in your life. Like, you don't want to have a boring life. So definitely just start incorporating new things or old things you used to do that you used to enjoy. Try something new, take a risk. Like, just spice it up.
And it circles back to when you said education is key. You have to always be learning, always at least be willing to learn. You know? So when you do get coasty, you can kind of
get out of it.
That coasting and learn something. And then when you get out that coast, you got something to
now add. And now, you kind of keep a little bit of a upper. Now, like, like you got some range now. Give yourself some range as you go through these days. Like, because that's boring. We ain't boring. We outside.
I've been to a few events, and sometimes when I leave these events, they were fun. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, what the?
Now what?
What was I there for? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on.
Like, You know, like, was I here for food, soul food? Was I here for dancing? Was I here for, like, what am I leaving with? And as an event coordinator, creator, you know, We Outside July 20th, what do you want those patrons to leave with?
I love that you say that. See, that's why I say, like, entertainer with a purpose. Like, that's what I mean. Like, what can y'all leave with outside of being entertained? But, you know, when We Outside, you could feel good about if you spend money here, you're supporting scholarships, you know. So your presence, you know, in support of just getting the message out is also in support of continuing this mission of financial assistance for our community, or opportunities, excuse me. You'll leave with, you know, inspiration. You'll leave with some good health and wealth, you know, activity, you know, good burn, good cardio, you know, with communion and friendship. You know, you may be able to network. It'll be a lot of, you know, good people in the space to mingle with. So, you know, definitely want to talk to your peers. You never know, you know, who you standing next to or who you talking to. So definitely some good networking, and just, you know, some safety, you know, a safe space to just have fun. And yeah, and then again, like inspiration from the story, from the mission of what Education is Key is out here doing. You know, we're going to celebrate our winners, and we're going to make sure that we get the message out as to, you know, why you guys are here and, you know, what we do with Education is Key. So that alone, I'm sure, will leave with a little inspiration and maybe trigger somebody to start something that they've been wanting to do and just didn't know how to start, you know? Definitely leaving with some good vibes, some good feelings. You know, y'all gonna feel good inside, you know, when you leave. And I hope that you would look forward to coming back next year. And, you know, or if you want to contribute, you know, because it's a team effort. Like, it's not about me. When it comes to this, when it comes to my nonprofit, it's not about Nico. Even though I'm the face, I'm the walking billboard. But, you know, I'm always like, spread the wealth. You feel me? We all trying to do the same thing a lot of times, so why not just do it together? It's power in numbers, and it's easier. Like, let's work smart, not hard. Because I would love for some people to take some things off my plate for the bigger picture that we trying to accomplish. Like, you know, please hold hands. Let's pull each other up.
Let's talk about the importance of a team and your team. If you want to take time to shout them out, show them love, you can, absolutely. But just kind of talk about the importance of a team and what you did specifically or what you look for specifically when designing your own.
Okay. So, there's a couple things I could say. So let me make sure I just keep it organized. But it was a time, though, y'all, when I was coming up in my journey where I felt like, oh, I'm doing everything. Like, I could do this. Like, I got this. Not like I don't need nobody, but I don't need nobody. I got this. Boom. And then it was like I was going nowhere fast. Like, I'm doing a lot of stuff, but I'm not really, you feel me? Like, I'm not really going anywhere. Like, or as far as I could go if I did have some help. So, you know, but the crazy part is, even though I had that mindset in the beginning, I still was always collaborating. Forward to have been in this marathon for, you know, a decade or so, definitely learning the importance of a team. It helps with your health. You know, let's talk about it. It definitely helps you, you know, kind of stay in the game. And then it also helps you, you know, strategically be able to, you know, scale in ways that you probably might want to be, where you have somebody on your team that's in a certain industry where it's like you don't know nothing about that industry, but you know that it fits or aligns with your mission. It's like, this is my team member. I could sit them out to go secure that, close that deal. Boom. Now we adding this to the, you know, to the accomplishment or the move, the mission, whatever the case. So, you know, it's strategy there. And, you know, it's community there. I'm always preaching community. You know, teamwork, I think, is very important. And what I look for when it comes to building a team is definitely having like-mindedness in regards to the bigger picture, like the mission of what we trying to attack, the self and like the initiative, like seeing somebody who is like, I don't have to hold your hand, like I'm putting you in position, let's work, like, you know, so who's ready, who's hungry, who got that hustle mindset, you know, who again does not need to be overseen. I don't want to micromanage. Like, you know, I want a team where it's like, we know the mission and everybody go out and let's run it up. Like, you feel me? Like, all bosses. Basically, like, I want a team of all bosses. We all need to have boss mindsets. And I've been learning that from a leader who I've been under recently this year. But just seeing how he moves and how he works with us as, you know, as being a team, it's like, I want to see y'all grow. And I want y'all to be able to walk away from this booming, like on your own, like, you know, like this is like, this is what we doing. But the goal is to also make sure that you where I'm at too, and that we all pitching in on a trip or whatever, like we all could pay for it if we need, you know. So I'm like, and that, like, I agree with that. Like, Like, we all could eat, and it's like, that's so much better, though. Like, I don't know how some people be having that scare mentality, like, oh, I don't want them to eat because then they gonna pass me up. But like, people be having, like, I don't know if it's abandonment issues, and I feel like I could relate, but it's like you feel like you will get left out or left behind if somebody, like, if you let somebody pass you up or, you know, slide them something. It's like, damn, what if they forget about me and now they on and now I'm back at, like, it's like, nah. If you know if you certain in what you could do, you feel me? If you really a hustler, you did it once, you could do it again. Like, that's the mindset you have to have. Like, you could do it again, so just do it again. You know, don't bank on one thing. Like, you better be ready, like, to be able to run it. It's a marathon. Like, you know, it's not a one-time occasion. It's not a one-time success. It's this longevity.
How big is your team?
So right now, truthfully, it is just me. I did get 3, like, for, like, Education is Key specifically. I say I got, like, 3 boards recently. But being transparent, I am working on delegating the task or some, like, you know, the roles to them. Like, we got some things going, but I'm just like, I don't feel like I'm using them or leveraging the team properly because I'm still doing a lot of stuff myself. But that's my problem because, you know, sometimes you be, like, stuck in, like, oh, I'll just do it. But that's bad. Don't do it, Pat. Like, you need to learn how to pass it and give instructions and let your team take it. So on Education is Key, I do have 3 board members. My mama, for sure, always been my main team member, like, through life. But yeah, anything I got going on, my mom is one call away. She doing, you know, picking something up, delivering it, whatever. But she's showing up. So my mama, for sure. Shout out to her. Even freaking being injured and technically not even capable to be doing this stuff, she's still showing up and doing it for me.
Sure.
Like, for sure. And I do have partners, you know, that have organizations that I work with and that we work together. So I'll shout out, like, Tyrone from It's Bigger Than Us. Recently just linked up with a friend, KJ, with Helping Hand Project. I just was helping with with his free summer football camp that he got going on for kids. I just was helping that before I got here, but he's been a help. We got Sydney. We got honestly, it's a lot of names, like, partners.
And shout out to Tyrone too, because I went to high school with bro. And
yeah, so you know bro, huh?
I know bro. And when I seen bro, the first time I heard of It's Bigger Than Us, it was at the mall. I think this nigga shut down the mall.
Crenshaw Mall?
And this is me, you know, thinking of August Fest.
Uh-huh.
And I immediately started, like, whose event is this? Who's this? They're like, Tyrone. I don't know who this is.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, that's him right there. I'm like, this nigga ran up to me. I seen the other
like,
homie. I'm like, nigga, what? Like, nigga, this you. And that was really
I love that.
a moment that made things tangible for me. Like, oh, okay, you can do this. You can do it with the intentions, with good intentions. You can do it the right way and really have that impact.
Facts.
That makes people's life as effortless as possible.
Facts.
And round of applause to him, man, because nigga paying for people laundry, yoga sessions, giveaways,
resources. That's what I'm talking about. Food drives, you know.
That's the inspiration. Yeah,
no, for real. And I remember, like, because I met Tyrone in the beginning of my nonprofit journey as well as his. But I felt like at the time that we met, I felt like I was probably ahead of him at one point with what I was doing. And so to see, you feel me, like how boom, he took it and been running it up and keep running it up. Like, I love it. And I love when people get in the position and do it right. Like, do the work. Like, don't be in this trying to do it for a look. Like, you're not going to last with that. Like, do it with your heart if you're going to really do it. So, you know, they've been doing a lot of good things over there with the It's Bigger Than Us team, and they've always been supportive. That calls me. I don't have to call him. Like, he'll call me, checking, yo, you good, what you need? Like, that type of stuff. Like, that means a lot to me because, you know, as an entrepreneur, like, you feel lonely sometimes and you'll feel like, and you don't want to ask for help or you don't want to show weakness in asking for help or whatever. So it's just like, you know, having people like that in my corner, which I do have a lot of people like that. If I didn't say your name, you know who you are. But, you know, to have that, it makes such a difference. Like, it keeps you in the game. Like, it stops me from throwing in that white like, you know, that white flag so many times. Like, oh my gosh, like, this shit, I'm about to flip the table. Like, you know, I don't feel hurt or I feel like I'm like, but you know, we get in our heads because a lot of people come to me like, oh, you are doing great. I see you everywhere. Da, 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 da. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. Why am I in my head feeling like I'm not doing enough? What is that about? That imposter syndrome. We got to stop it.
Let's talk about that work, the work that goes into putting on, planning, organizing We Outside,
Mm-hmm.
what's some of the easiest moments and what's some of the more challenging moments?
So the easiest moments I would say is the vendors, like getting the people to participate. I'm so thankful for that because like I think I could almost take it for granted, but I'm like now I'm thinking about it, I'm like this is great. Like I love the outright the pour in of the support. So it's like getting vendors to come and do either activation, sell something, and then of course support the fundraising aspect is a blessing. So that's always usually easy. And yeah, so that's boom. There's that. Now what gets tricky is the location situation because for what I do, it's fitting for an outside park, school, field type of thing. And so then you have to deal with the redlining, the permit stuff. Like it just takes a lot to like really properly secure spaces like that, you know. However, I've also been able to manage relationships, with like city council representatives, and even like doing previous city council events, as a host, and then being able to kind of, wiggle my way in and say, hey, I do this too. In exchange, I'm looking for y'all support. So, I would say like our first year was at Hamilton High School. I had we had a contact that worked there, so I was able to get in that way. And then the second year, I needed a location, and we ended up in Compton. But I knew Andre Spicer. He's the councilman out in Compton. So he was able to get us a park and help us take care of that. I didn't have to go through the hoops and loops of the permit and stuff. It was like he was able to help me with that process. So that was helpful. And then now this year we have Councilwoman Heather Hutt from District 11, if I'm not mistaken, who is sponsoring this event, and we're at one of her park locations. So again, that makes the process of like securing the right location that we need with the right paperwork and all that stuff. That has become easier now, but that is usually the tricky part, is the location.
I just heard all E's. I don't know about y'all. It sounded all E's. You was granted E's from organizing this.
Yeah, you could say. I mean, like, we have hurdles. I ain't gonna say like this is just completely smooth, but yeah, like we get the job done. I see it through, and again, like I just be trying to make sure I leverage those relationships and make it worthwhile too, as well, and just thank God to just make it work because I be stressed. And it's like I could be stressed and like be complaining or like, tripping out, panicking, but that don't do nothing. When I just kind of like just surrender to the circumstance, surrender to the universe, and again, do my part, put one foot in front of the other and whatever work that I'm in the middle of, then I'm going to do that, and then it always works out. So, and then I just be grateful for what the outcome is, and I work with it. I don't complain about it because like last year, I wanted the park that we had this year. I wanted that park last year. It didn't work out. And thankfully, Andre was able to help me secure last minute a park location. But it's like, on a hindsight, that's not the vision I had. But if I would have panicked and stressed and complained about it and acted about it, had the wrong attitude, then I probably wouldn't have seen it through last year. It probably wouldn't have happened, or it just probably would have been a even more sucky experience. But it worked out. And we did what we said we was going to do. And that's what matters.
I heard It's Bigger Than Us, and I heard Heather Hutt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about sponsorships.
Mm-hmm.
How did you? I think I heard you say fundraising was easy. Did I hear you say that?
No.
Okay. Let's talk about the sponsorships. Let's talk about the fundraising aspect of that, and some things that people may not see. What's your take on that? What's your experience on fundraising and gaining sponsorships?
Got you. So sponsorships are honestly new for me. I'll be transparent. A lot of my events that I've done in the past, I don't usually have like big sponsors. I do have support, like I said, from partners who have organizations, may have a budget to send me something. It's Bigger Than Us being one. Noah's Foundation, and so forth and so on. So I have some, that send me something to support. So I get those sponsorships. But this year we was able to get like a Finish Line sponsorship. So that was like, dope. And they donated $1,000. So I was able to put that towards the scholarships. But so I was like, okay, so now that's why I say it's new in that sense that I'm actually reaching out to like companies, like corporations, public companies now. And I was able to work with she calls herself the Sponsorship Catalyst. I believe, I'm going blank right now, but her name was Mariah, I want to say. Oh my gosh, please forgive me if I'm getting this wrong, but I could share this information though. I promise I can. I got him through the nonprofit plug, and basically she set up some sessions with me to go over my event, a pitch deck situation, helped me get my pitch deck right. Like, you know, so it wasn't her necessarily doing it for me. It was like we was doing it together. So that was helpful for me for future reference, you feel me, to know how to be self-sufficient, you know, learning something, learning something new. But yeah, we put that together. She was able to share a list of like contacts to submit my sponsorship proposal or my pitch deck to, you know, just begin that process. So that, you know, it's a hit or miss. It's an art to it, like it is to everything. But you know, we making some strides. So sponsorship side, cool, getting into that. You know, and then now what is it for what was I say for the fundraising side? So it's tricky. When I started off, I definitely had the support. I started in 2019. Now I've been promoting and campaigning to our community, and that's where I got my donations. God bless y'all. But I do understand that my demographic that I've been targeting with my campaign, we need the money. Like, so it's like donating, it could get hard. Like, it was like, and I understand that. So it was like, for me, it's like, okay, I did the fundraising as much as I could in my community, but I have been at a point to where I'm like trying to pivot, you feel me, my my angle on campaigning and getting more funding, because I'm really looking to get back to y'all because we need the money. So I can, you know, but it's also still something positive and cool, and that does still work to give those in our community something to feel like they, you know, they're putting out some impact or something in their very own community too. So, because when I fundraise, I don't ask for a specific amount. I say $1. You can give me $1 to whatever you feel in your heart. But literally, if it's $1.50 something, it all counts, and I'm grateful for that just as much as I am for $1,000 donation. You know, it all adds up. But so yeah, so I also been having to pivot on getting into grants, looking into contracts, and being able to get funding, you know, from the city. So I will say thank you to Heather Hutt and their district, because they did donate to We Outside as well this year. So I did get a donation from them that was able to go towards the scholarship fund in the event. So yeah, like I'm gonna continue to campaign and get creative with that. That definitely works. And it's work. I wouldn't say it's easy. Maybe it'll get easier the more I'm around, the more I'm in people's faces, the more, you feel me, the more support I get. But it is work. Like, I wouldn't say it's easy. Like, you gotta be on that foot. Like, you gotta be out there spreading the word. Like, I don't just promote on social media. I'm pulling up to events. I'm asking people, can I talk on the mic real quick? They let me, you feel me? They let me say my piece. I'm talking to people, you know. So whatever I could do to just get the word out, that's just what I've been doing, and it works. I would say it works. It ain't easy, but you know, it's possible.
And what God can do for others, He is doing for us right now.
Amen.
Shout out to all the sponsors that's just going to throw money at us just because they believe in us being a vessel of the community. And then we're going to give it right back to those who need it, so we can build and build and build more creators, more money for the community. Man, we got it.
More bosses.
I just want to rewind just for a second.
Yep.
I'm not excited to do this, but I have to because it's unforgettable. When you were speaking about the team and you said you didn't really know how to, you said you were actually worried that you were misusing them, or that you're not using them properly or taking advantage of them effectively, or sorry for it not being verbatim.
No, you good.
The thought that took over my mind was I had success building a team when it came to titles. Titles were very, very effective when it came to assigning tasks, roles. You know, that really helped me.
Okay.
Now, can I take a shot?
You make me nervous. I'm like, what you about to say?
No. It's no reason to be nervous.
Okay.
But in my dating life,
okay,
I have lost good women.
Okay.
Due to me being selfish with the title. So now I just want to apologize to the lady.
Okay, that's grown of you.
For misunderstanding the importance of a title.
You know, see, this is the thing. This is my opinion. This is all opinionated, okay, y'all? So don't shoot the messenger. I feel like when it comes to that, I feel like it depends on this. Like I said, it's an opinion.
Tell me something.
And it just depends on the woman that you're dealing with, because there are some women out there that's okay with no titles. I've been one, like, where I'm not in it. Like, I just need us to have our understanding, our boundaries, and you feel me, lock in on what we doing in our like, you know. So it just depends. Now I do understand too, like, some women need that title, like, because that shows the stamp, like, okay, this confirms, you feel me, like, now I know that you know what the expectation is because I'm this. So now you know you need to be following these rules because it needs to align with this. You can't just be doing anything because I'm not just like, oh, we just doing what we doing. Like, we not that. Like, we have a clear understanding this is what it is. And so sometimes that works better for women. Like, I need to know exactly what it is. It ain't in the middle. It ain't black. I mean, it's black or white. It's no in between. You feel me? So it's just, I get it. But like you said, you misunderstood. You feel me? You see your wrongdoing where you fell short at. And that's okay. Like, we live and we learn. So just probably don't mess with women until you could give a title.
When you say don't mess,
don't date women.
when you say don't date,
Well,
what do you
see,
mean?
that's what I'm saying. See, that's why it is like very loaded. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is very, like, it's a dependent situation.
I'll be like off this shit, like,
You know, I get you. Speaking for me, I feel like the older I get, I feel like I definitely was an in-between girl. Like, I like my freedom. I'm not looking to really, like, settle down. But if I got somebody that we rocking, we get it, and we cool, and we both cool with it, that's great. Like, that's great. And now I'm like, okay, now I'm getting older. I don't want to say it's more so the whole time clock, like, oh, you're in your 30s now, so you might want to slow down or you might want to settle down now. It's like, that's not necessarily my reason, but it's just like my mindset, my energy, and how I want to spend it with people. It's like, all right, yeah, like, I ain't trying to do that in between. I ain't trying to straddle the fence no more. And that's speaking for me though. Like,
so you want the title?
Yeah. But I'm not pressuring though. But see the thing about it, though. With me going into whatever dating situation I'm going into, I'm not like gonna walk into it like, all right, like, I need to be the girlfriend. Like, no, like, I'm saying I'm willing to work towards that. Is what I'm saying. Like, of course I want to date. I want to be courted. You feel me? If we start off in the in between, that's cool. But I'm not looking to start off in the in between and then like it ends. Like, if I'm about to start off into that, like, it needs to be a potential like that we can get to the official thing. Like, you know, like, now we both want to lock it all the way in. Now we want to put the title on it. But before, like, you know, I had my in betweens and I was okay with it just being that and not going to the full thing, you know, until it fades, until it, like, if it works out, it works out. If it don't, it don't. But I was the type where it's just like, cool, like, I'm cool with this, and let's coast. I was cool with coasting. Now the coasting, it definitely it got me burned though. I ain't gonna lie, like, I've definitely experienced my, you know, my little hurdles with coasting. But at the same time, logically, I knew what I signed up for. Like, I knew. You feel me? Like, I knew what I was putting myself into. So I knew that at the end of the day, it had to come up to me, like, come down to me making the decision when it's something that ain't serving my purpose and I'm ready to dip and let go, you know, then I need to do that. And if I stay in and I start to get the certain consequences that I got, it's not all on me, but it's like I take accountability for, like, allow myself to be, you know, to be in that position. But yeah, that's that in between mess. It has its fun, but it definitely has its downs. it has its moments.
It's majority coast.
But majority is coast. Majority is coast. We chilling. We vibing. We no pressure. I don't like pressure.
How's the dating scene for you? Are you single?
I am single.
How's the dating scene treating you, or is it all we outside?
Yeah, like you saying, like, my event, like, am I focused on just on my event? Yeah. Okay, because I said, hold on, don't trick me now. Don't trick me. Yeah. Nah, but right now, you are so silly. It is all about we outside. Because I'm like, that's really where a lot of my energy is at, is I'm really trying to build a foundation for myself until somebody comes in and can add, you know, like, and I want to take that addition. But for now, I'm single. I'm not really looking at all. Like, I'm not, honestly, like, I really don't want to, like, I don't want to not curse myself, but I don't want to set myself up for, like, to run guys away. But I'm just like, I'm not really pressed about a relationship. I'm open to it, but it's like some guys, if you hitting me up, you know, I might respond, I might entertain it and everything, but it's just like, if you ain't bringing it, like, if you ain't changing my life, then, you know, like, just be patient with me. Like, if you ain't sweeping me off my feet, putting me in position, you feel me, put me on game, put money in my pocket, and well said, you know.
Well said.
Yeah, like, you know, I want an alpha male that really, that can literally, like, teach me and put me in position, and we could grow, like we could build together. Like I'm down for that. But the whole like just having fun thing, it's not fun to me no more.
Relax.
Nah, it's not.
Relax, because the coast, hit the coast.
See,
A little bit.
but I'm a woman though, so it's a little different for me. Like I could see it still being fun for guys, like at an older age, like it can always remain fun. But like as a woman, it's a lot, it's a lot that comes with being a woman and with that dating thing, the double standard thing. So it's just like sometimes I want to be just reckless, but at this age, I have to know better. If I know better, I got to do better. So it's just like an accountability and responsibility thing. But I ain't saying I'm perfect. I ain't saying that I got a perfect record. Not at all. I'm not saying that at all. Like I'll be honest. Like, I've bumped my head. I've done some silly things too. You feel me? Whatever the case. But that's my story. Like I'm standing on it. That's my business. That's my problem, not yours. Mind your business.
I really love women, man. Like, I really love women. Like,
we be so confused, man. We be knowing and then we don't, and then we do. It's like I know, and then it's like, all right, I know. I be sounding like a little unsure. Like, okay, do you know? Do you know what you want or not?
I'm in a fortunate era of my life where I have a lot of platonic women friends, and it has been such a gift to me.
I love that. I love successful platonic men and women friendships. Like I like having a man friend. Like I love that. I do. I love that. Can you get a clap for that? That's for healthy, successful, platonic. Oh yeah, shout out to y'all, because that's maturity right there.
Yeah.
That's how I see it working. I feel like whenever that don't work out, I always just be like, it has to do with maturity. Because even at mature age, you could be salty. You could have these certain feelings that you get where it could get chaotic. But it's like when you mature, you just handle it differently. Like you handle it differently to where it don't have to blow up and end in shambles. It just could be like, all right, there's a misunderstanding. I don't like this no more. We still cool. I wish the best for you. We could go on. Instead of like, I'm blocked. It's like, I bust your windows out your car. Or, instead of that type of energy, be a little more productive. So.
All right, let's just go here and then we can end the plane. But
okay,
I just want to speak freely and get your opinion. Speaking of these platonic friends, this comes with love, okay? The period situations.
With the mood? The moodiness? Hey, I'm just a girl. We're just girls, okay?
How difficult in real life is it to control these mood swings? For real. Like, let's be serious.
Okay, honestly, I could really only speak for myself, because it's like, yeah, we all got periods, we all got the moods, but we are different. Now, sometimes it could be a little hard, because it's like, I feel like the mood from the period can trigger certain things that you suppressed, and kept cool on. You feel me? So it's like when you in this moody period space, it'll actually bring out emotions from other things that had nothing to do with the present time, and it's frustrating, like, and then when it's like a guy coming at you with a certain energy where you feel misunderstood instead of babied, it just adds to like the moodiness, where it's like, oh my God, like, what the fuck, like, nobody understands me, like, I'm just a girl, like, it hurts, like, I'm irritated, I mean, my uterus is going through it, like, I'm trying not to cuss. My goodness, I gotta do better with that. That is really bad. I need to have a better vocabulary.
Before we go further, what's a uterus? What's that?
The uterus that's right here at the lower abdomen, under the stomach.
Right there, okay.
Yeah, and it's like where the semen get implanted into, and the egg. Where the egg when it's seeded, it grow in the uterus. Okay. Am I lying? Do I got that wrong? I almost forgot. I mean, I almost felt like I was. Yeah, that's the uterus.
I'm just trying to make sure.
That's where the baby is start growing in her uterus.
Now
you got the ovaries holding the eggs, and then they go into the uterus and meet the sperm. See, okay, yeah. Whew. I was like,
I'm just trying to make sure I understand.
Education is key, y'all.
Because this shit is like, so I understand this pain. Nah, you can't get used to it, right? You don't get.
Nah, you don't get used to that shit. You never get used to it. It's just like it's so bittersweet, because it's like, for those who don't want a kid right now, you like, yes, please, come on. But then it's like, why, Lord? Like, no, for real though, because like that, it'll wake you out your sleep. Like, my last one woke me out my sleep, and I'm like, oh my God, like,
let me go off on somebody.
Like, not like with that one, it don't even be like, let me go off on somebody, but it do be like, don't talk to me though. don't talk to
Like
me.
don't
Just
hey, don't good morning, don't hi queen, grand rising queen.
I don't got it in me. None of that. I don't care. Like I don't care. Like I'm just literally just in pain, and I just want ibuprofen, my what is it, Motrin or Midol, whatever the little period cramping pill is. I don't really take that one, but Midol, yeah,
By
Midol.
accident.
But it's still you still be alright though. But I just know that they said a Midol, like it really works for cramps, like for female cramps. So I do ibuprofen, the 800 milligram, whatever the little measurement is. I do an 800 big old horse pill. Or BC powder has also definitely worked. Shout out to BC. Shout out to BC because I will quickly do a BC, and do a little bit of that. Hallelujah. And take a nap and try and sleep it off, or hot shower or something. But man, that cramping thing, it's like, cause you know how you say like if you get kicked in your
No, the homegirl gave me
genitalia,
her period before. Like she was on her period.
and you start cramping, bro.
My nigga, I was on this floor.
What?
Out, my nigga. Shout out to Jewel. Word to Jewel, my nigga. That shit was the worst pain.
That's crazy.
Well, getting kicked in the nuts, yeah, but getting kicked in the nuts rises.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit, it didn't rise. It stayed right
there. Okay.
I was on the floor.
Because I'm like, I feel like it's kind of like equivalent to like that kind of like if that genitalia area was continuously feeling like it's getting kicked. Like that's like how like that. But like that's how like it is with the uterus. It's like it's just a consistent like type of like pain, and it's like and it just it's like a pulsating pain. But I know they said it's also like that's what contractions is like, but it could be even way more crazier than that. But it's like that squeezing contraction. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's a killer. It's a killer.
In a perfect world, for real, what should your man do in this time? Perfect world.
In a perfect world, he should baby her. That's as simple as it is. Give me a heating pad. If not, run me, a bath water. It's like really just cater to her. That's it. It's that simple. Rub the belly, if that's what she say. Like, because for me, I know I'm like, please rub my belly. Maybe it might be her back. Whatever. Just do what it is that she asks. The food, like take care of the food situation. Whatever it is, like whatever her remedies are for this time, give her that. That's it. That's all. So like for me, like I said, it's sleep, it's ibuprofen, it's food, it's greenery, water, and a belly rub. And don't bother me. Don't be giving me I don't want no hard male energy. I want soft male energy. I want you to make me soft right now. I need my soft girl moment.
4 days, 2 days, 3 days?
For me, like I said, I can only speak for me. But my cramps usually, if anything, it'd be like the first day, and if it is more than 1 day, it'll just linger for like 2 more days, 1 or 2 more days. But it's not usually like the whole entire cycle for me.
I just wanted to make sure, man, because I guess this is a real thing, and this happens once.
Yeah, like some girls might like wine or something, or like just like right, but. Sure. And yeah, and if you that man, you might do a little research and figure out some other things that she probably didn't even know and be like, look, babe, I heard this work too. Here, let's so fellas, come on. I'm trying to tell you how to get you a good one and lock you a good one in. You gotta do stuff like that, like the initiative. Sometimes you gotta go overboard a little bit.
I love that.
Nothing wrong with that.
We outside.
Yeah.
July 20th.
Next Saturday.
Please give them their formal invite, the location.
Let's do it.
It's on you.
All right, boom. I'm only just pulling up this flyer because I'm kind of read the address out to y'all. But make sure you guys come out next Saturday, July 20th from 12 to 6 o'clock. We have We Outside going on. Again, it is an event, a free community event for all ages. We are calling all ages out to come and play, not just the kids, big kids too. We on the field. But yeah, come outside, get active. We are supporting, again, sports and athletes. We are giving out scholarships to student athletes who did apply for the scholarship application that we had available previously. And we'll also be having activations that'll range from tug of war, flag football training, and fitness, martial arts, boxing, yoga, double dutch. We also have like a Mr. Brand New. He's going to be bringing his game rental. So we'll be having something like they're like the gel blaster guns, and it's like a little thing set up. So we're going to have like some little vibes with that. He's going to bring some more arcade games out. We'll have vendors selling food and drinks. We'll have like Trap Kitchen sold out, Planet Health Compton. So we got some for the vegans. That's all vegan food. we're going to have aguas frescas. We're going to have jiggy juice. We're going to have, we also have some people coming out to get free braids, free haircuts. So if you want to get 2 little French braids, you could get that for free. A little sit down. If you need a little taper, a little edge up, whatever, you can get that. We outside. We having a good time. We'll also have opportunities for you guys to support the fundraising component through donating. Optional. You can donate when you get there. We will have information on that. You could purchase. We probably will have merchandise. If you purchase merchandise, your payment will be going strictly to the fundraising. And then also, shopping with our vendors. That will be supportive. And yeah, bring whoever, y'all. Come out. It's summertime. Some of y'all been asking for a little park vibe with the barbecue, the vibes, everybody out. This is what we bringing. We gonna have barbecue there. Taste that barbecue is gonna be there too. And we're gonna have a good time. There's more. I feel like I'm leaving now. We're gonna have a basketball game. We will have a basketball game that will feature special guest athletes that play in the league or in those leagues like Drew League or hoop. I'm going blank, but we're going to have some real athletes playing in the basketball game. Basically is what I'm trying to say, okay? And we'll have gift cards to give away. I'm trying to bring some stuff for the kids to be able to take home, So we bring in vibes, we bring in energy, we bring in resources, we bring in education, bring in scholarships, and it's your girl. So make sure you guys come. It will be at the Rancho Cienega Recreation Center. That's on Obama Boulevard. The address is 5001 Obama Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90016. That's from 12 to 6. I know it says 7 on the flyer, but technically we'll probably be gone by 7. I ain't gonna lie. But about 12 to 6, 12 to 7. Shout out to our sponsors, Heather Hutt, Councilwoman LA Rexon Park, Children Striving Together, Helping Hand Project, Morals and Values, Sold Out, Kids on a Journey, Seeing Over Large Obstacles, Rated Social, Education is Key, and more. It's Bigger Than Us is another sponsor too. Finish Line, Shoe Palace, Chic, Raising Canes. We got some support, y'all. Trap LA. But yeah, y'all, come out. Follow us. Continue to follow us. We do this every year. We're only just growing. So yeah, I think I hit everything pretty much. I'm a shot up to that. Cheers. Oh, you drank your water? Oh, she finished her shots. Mm-hmm.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. I love you. God love you. We outside. Love you. Education is key. Love you.
Oh, can I say one more thing?
Please.
Don't forget to support and donate, you guys. If you would like to donate, you can donate at our website. That's www.eduiskey.org. So you can donate there. You can also Cash App us. That's the little, money sign. EDU is key 0. That's the Cash App. And if you Zelle us, that's eduiskey.info@gmail.com. That's the contact that you can input for our Zelle, and you can send us money that way too. You can send us an email, and we provide the tax write-offs. We give you the donation receipt for whatever you need written off. Businesses, if you need to write off a certain amount of money, you can give it to us. We got the receipt, But yeah, support, donate. We're giving out scholarships. We got programs. We got opportunities. It's for the community.
You say you could be 30 plus and get a scholarship, right?
You sure can. Yep. If you are in school, you feel me? I don't discriminate. Like I said, education goes beyond the classroom. If you go to a vocational school, you learn how to barber, cosmetology, firefighter, whatever. It's programs out here that you can learn a skill and enhance a skill, get a job or certificate, and it costs. I'll have scholarship opportunities for you. It's not just for university and college students only.
I go to YouTube University.
Is it a program where you get you have a curriculum and you get it certified or anything?
All right, y'all. I see y'all next week.
Okay.
I see y'all on Monday, man.
And on that note.
All right, please, all the models tap in with Yada. Y'all know we got the fashion show at August Fest this year. I would love to extend the invite for all the models, male and females, designers alike. Please, you got anything you want to put on that runway, tap in with August Fest DM, and then tap in with Yada Mean on Instagram. I love you, God love you, Nico love you. We up out of here, man. Peace out.
God talk. Okay, so I'm about to go back to this camp. Definitely